So we're going to run through the final step before we turn our project in. We're going to back our work. We're going to present it nicely after all the hard work we've put into it. So you have to make some decisions about how you're going to present this. For instance, look on the outside of your picture. Is it white or is it full of lots of different colors and marks from the printing process? So if it's pretty clean, you might consider leaving a white border around it. So we unlock the machine, the paper cutter, by pulling up on that tab, lock it by pushing down. Line up the edge. We want it to be straight, right? So take your time, make sure that's pretty even. We want it an even thickness all the way around the image. So take your time, get it lined up, and cut that border nice and even should you choose to use a border. Now here's an example where I cut it. Then the next thing we're going to do, that example will come in a minute, is decide how much of a frame do we want on there. I suggested leaving a pretty thick one, at least an inch. Now you can not do the white border, as you can see below. If you cut it right to the image, it'll look like this. I kind of like having that little white frame on there, if possible. And I would do a pretty substantial border. For some reason, small pieces look nice with a bigger border. So figure out how thick you want this board to be. And you want it to be even all the way around. So you look at the thickness on the top, look at the thickness on the side, and then the other two sides we can cut. So I'm going to get some double-sided tape, and I'm going to tape it right along the edges in all four corners. And I'm going to cut those pieces pretty long, just to hold that down. Now you'll see I kind of regret, I would probably put a little piece in the middle of the short sides as well. So we just pull the backing off of the double-sided tape. Line that up carefully, right? Once it's down, it's down. You're not going to get it off. Again, you want even size and even thickness all the way around, or at least on the top and the outside. The other two sides you can fix later. There we go. Looks pretty good. And then we can take this paper. See, I wish I would have put a little bit of tape in the middle of those sides. So you might consider that. So we unlock it. Now again, we want an even border all the way around, so try to get about the same thickness. There we are. That's a pretty nice presentation. Now if you want that white border, but you've got a lot of extra ink around your image, which I think a lot of people did, you can just simply take some white printer paper, glue the image on there, or tape it, I should say. Now here I'm trying a thinner white border. I just kind of want to see what that looks like instead of that thick one. Again, I'm just going to cut that as evenly as possible. And then we'll try gluing on there, or taping it on again. Now I don't like it. It's not bad. I don't know. The thick or the thin. It's just personal preference, I guess. This looks more like a kind of a photograph. Tough call. I kind of like the thick one, but that's up to you, right? How do you want to present your image? Consider those things and finish this project really nicely. Then when you turn it in, take a picture of your 3 backed images. turn in your prep work, and write your artist statement. All right. Any questions? Of course, come and see me. Shoot me an email if you're at home. Let's get this project finished up nicely.